You're watching the 2025 SCAC Fall Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the University of St. Thomas women's soccer program. The Celts will once again be led as they head into the season under the guidance of head coach Taki Stewart, along with leadership from junior goalkeeper Kylie Soich. And Coach Kylie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you,
Of
Russell.
course.
Coach, we'll open things up with you. This team has grown over these first two seasons as you head into year three under your tenure, not only in terms of wins, but competitiveness as well. I'm interested just what stood out in terms of growth over the course of the 2024 season. How was that sort of set up the energy coming into the preseason, and how excited are you to be back at the start of a new year?
Yeah, it's been there has been steady growth over the last two seasons. What I'm excited about and what have paved that way is we have put some building blocks in place from a cultural standpoint. Uh, the core of our returning group has done a fantastic job from a leadership standpoint. And so that have directly impacted um, the the new players. So we're very excited about how that comes together over the next couple of weeks.
Kylie, certainly a big season for you coming into your junior campaign, your first as an upperclassman. As the goalkeeper with your leadership style, do you feel like goalkeeping allows your personality to shine through, especially in terms of your leadership? Just, how excited to be back here, start of a new season, going into this first one as a junior, and how your role has changed with this group.
Yeah, I'm really excited to start this third season. I would say that from a freshman to a junior, obviously the leadership role is greatly increased. And I would say that the biggest thing really is that you are given more responsibility. You are not a rookie anymore. You're a seasoned veteran. You know the pitch. You know how the team plays. But I've been under the same fortune, be under the same coach for the last 3 years. So that's all great things there. And I would definitely say that my personality does shine through the field, that as a goalkeeper, you have to be vocal. You have to be able to get your team going, but you also have to be able to calm them down in certain moments and tell them it's okay. If you make a mistake, we need to move on and keep going forward.
Coach, I want to ask a little bit about this roster heading into 2025. You talk about that importance of those returners group that's been with you for these last couple of years. Take me through what you're excited about with this group coming into to the year, and where you feel like there's some real strengths within this team going into 2025.
Over the last 2 years, it's we we have struggled in a few areas, even though there has been improvements. Um, we struggled in areas up front, especially in front of goal. So that's one area we have tried to address, and we're excited with the talent that we've brought in. I mean, you have 14 freshmen, so it would be a very, very young team, but a team that is ready to fight, a team that is ready to learn and very hungry, um, to take the next step. And for me, it's my third season. So now kind of the imprint is there and now just to build on that. So I'm super excited about the possibilities and the flexibility that this new roster presents.
Kylie, preseason is certainly a unique time of the year. What does St. Thomas do that makes preseason special there at UST? And give me a little bit of a vibe check. How is the group as preseason has unfolded, and how excited are they to get ready to open up this season?
As coach said, we have 14 freshmen. So I think the biggest thing we're doing this preseason is just getting them involved into our culture and that we are a family, we're a community. And one of our biggest traditions is team dinners. We have so many team dinners after games, after practices. And for us, that's the best part about preseason, just spending every moment together, whether it's being in the ice baths, studying, dinners, and just making sure those freshmen understand our culture and community and that they're loved. And we want them to, this is the place where they can grow.
Coaches, we've talked about certainly a lot of exciting things going on around this program there at UST. The SCAC expanding its SCAC tournament this season to 6 teams. What is it going to take for this group to be a part of that discussion as the calendar starts to turn into October? We start to look forward to that SCAC championship at the beginning of November.
So, it's just perfect timing in regards to the coaches poll coming out yesterday and our media days today, I think the analysis from the coaches is a fair reflection of what we have done over the last two seasons. And now having us picked at six, now our goal is to make sure, we are in the top six, but also the possibility of moving up the table is high on our radar. So is everybody else. So our group just staying humble, staying grounded, and one of the big pieces that we have tried to instill in this group very early is, there was moments last season when, as a group, we faced a bit of adversity and we didn't quite respond in the way that we wanted. And that's not just players, that's the whole staff and players in together. So dealing with adversity, it's going to happen. There's going to be adversity. So being able to go to the next one is going to be very key if we want to be in the conversation the second week of November, sorry.
Kylie, finally, as we wrap up with you and, peers and friends of yours across campus, friends, family, supporters of this program here, St. Thomas women's soccer, what do you hope they associate that with? And, what are some of the goals that you and this group have heading into this 2025 season?
I'd say one of the biggest things that we want our peers to see is in every student and faculty member at the University of St. Thomas and our teammates and the fans is that we play for them. We play to represent the University of St. Thomas because we love this campus, we love this school, we love the culture it brings, and that we don't show up just to have fun at a soccer game. We show up to fight it out, face the adversity, and win. And I would say some goals for us this season are just to push forward and finally move up the table so we can make that tournament.
Finally, coaches, we wrap up with you giving you the last word heading into this 2025 year, setting the table for these fans and supporters of this Celts women's soccer program. What haven't we talked about? What do you want them to know that has you fired up as we get ready for the embark of your third season as head coach of this group?
For us, as a staff, we're very excited about the flexibility, the openness that the players have to take on more. When we demand more, they're not shying away from it. So that's a huge plus, and that argues well for tough moments later on this year. So that's huge. What I want fans to remember, paint the picture about this group is it's going to be a group that's going to fight for each other. That's going to be there no matter what, having each other's back. But a group that is full of grit and determination, and a group that plays the game the right way. A group that models the principles of a good sportsman or a good sportswoman, and plays the good game in a good spirit.
University of St. Thomas head women's soccer coach Taki Stewart, along with leadership from junior goalkeeper Kylie Soich. The Celts and Coach Stewart will open up the 2025 campaign when they take on Pacific Lutheran on August 29th. Coach, Kylie, thanks so much for your time today. Best of luck as you march forward throughout the rest of the season.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.